Have you ever woken up from a vivid dream only to question if you were truly awake? The world around you seemed real in the dream. Your senses were alive, yet it was all an illusion. How do we know then that this very moment isn't another layer of a dream? What if we've never truly woken up to reality? These questions may seem strange, but they are not new. For centuries, philosophers and scientists have grappled with the nature of consciousness. What is real? How do we know? The answers are far from simple. The line between dreams and waking life is thinner than we might think. In our dreams, we experience a world as real as the one we inhabit when awake. Our emotions feel genuine. Our senses come alive. It's only upon waking that we realize it was all a fabrication of our minds. This close resemblance between dreams and reality has puzzled great thinkers for millennia. If our minds can construct such convincing realities while we sleep, could our waking life be another form of a dream? This intriguing possibility takes us on a journey into the heart of consciousness itself. The idea that reality might be an illusion is not a new one. The French philosopher René Descartes famously declared, "I think, therefore I am." He doubted everything, even the existence of the external world. Descartes believed that our senses could be deceiving us, just as they do in dreams. Centuries earlier, the Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi pondered the nature of reality with a similar thought experiment. He dreamt he was a butterfly, fluttering freely. Upon waking, he wondered, was he a man dreaming of being a butterfly, or a butterfly now dreaming of being a man? Zhuangzi's famous parable highlights the slippery nature of perceived reality. In more recent times, the philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed the simulation hypothesis. This idea suggests that we might be living inside a highly advanced computer simulation, unaware of its true nature. Just as we create increasingly realistic video games, a more advanced civilization might have created our reality. Modern neuroscience is beginning to unravel the mysteries of consciousness and dreams. We now know that our brains are capable of creating incredibly vivid and immersive experiences, even in the absence of external stimuli. During dreaming, certain areas of the brain, such as those responsible for emotions, memory, and sensory processing, become highly active. This activity creates the rich tapestry of our dream worlds. Interestingly, these same brain regions are also active when we imagine, daydream, or even just remember something vividly. This overlap in brain activity suggests that the line between perception and imagination is not as clear-cut as we might assume. Our brains constantly construct models of reality based on both sensory input and internal processes. Lucid dreaming provides further evidence of the brain's ability to create reality. In a lucid dream, the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming. This awareness allows them to exert some control over the dream environment, making decisions and influencing the course of events. Lucid dreaming demonstrates that even when we are aware that we are dreaming, our brains can still generate a convincing sense of reality. This further blurs the line between waking and dreaming states of consciousness. If we can become aware and in control within a dream, does that make it any less real? Consciousness, a perpetual dream? Considering all of this, it's tempting to wonder, what if consciousness itself is inherently dreamlike? What if our brains are always constructing a version of reality, whether we are awake or asleep? This doesn't necessarily mean that the external world doesn't exist, but it does suggest that our experience of it is always filtered through the lens of our own minds. Think about it. Our senses only provide limited information about the world. Our brains then take this information and construct a coherent narrative, filling in the gaps with assumptions, interpretations, and past experiences. This process happens constantly, shaping how we perceive and interact with everything around us. Reality, a shared dream. If our individual realities are constructed by our minds, does that mean there is no objective reality? Perhaps not. While each of us experiences the world in our unique way, there is a shared aspect to our realities. We agree on the laws of physics. We communicate and interact with others. We build societies and cultures together. This shared reality could be seen as a kind of collective dream. We all contribute to it with our thoughts, feelings, and actions. It evolves and changes over time, shaped by the collective consciousness of humanity. In this sense, we are all dreamers, co-creating the reality we inhabit. The limits of our understanding. The question of whether we are all just dreaming is ultimately unanswerable, at least with our current scientific understanding. Consciousness remains one of the biggest mysteries in science. We are still far from fully comprehending how the brain gives rise to subjective experience. However, the very act of asking these questions pushes the boundaries of our knowledge. It forces us to confront the limitations of our perception and to acknowledge the profound strangeness of existence itself. In a way, it doesn't matter if we are living in a dream or not. What matters is that we keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep searching for deeper truths about ourselves and the universe we inhabit. The universe in our minds. Whether we are awake, dreaming, or living in a simulation, one thing remains certain. The universe we experience is ultimately a product of our minds. The way we perceive the world, the meaning we find in it, the emotions we feel. All of these are shaped by the intricate workings of our brains. This realization can be both humbling and empowering. It reminds us of the vast creative potential within each of us. We are not just passive observers of reality but active participants in its creation. Every thought, every dream, every interaction contributes to the ever-evolving tapestry of existence. So, embrace the mystery, explore the depths of your own consciousness, and never stop questioning the nature of reality itself.